Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year once again. I know I've said it in my previous video, but thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and sharing all my videos. I'm really grateful. I promised telling you all about my COVID-19 positive test results, and here I am to fulfill my promise. I hope by now you believe COVID-19 is real. COVID-19 is a viral disease that began spreading somewhere late 2019 into early 2020, and here we are in 2021 still battling the same thing. It has affected so many lives, including yours and mine. Some have benefited from it positively, some have not benefited from it at all. Many have lost their jobs, many have lost their lives. At least 400,000 people have died in America here. It is real, and you have the responsibility to protect yourself, your family, your friends, your loved ones, and your community as a whole. So I tested positive somewhere late December 2020, few days to my birthday, which was Christmas Day. I didn't see that coming. Obviously, no one sees it coming when they're about to fall sick. I woke up with a fever, fatigue, feverishness, and I knew this is it. I escaped it somewhere March 2020, so I knew it was going to happen at some point. I happened to care for COVID-19 patients at work, and I happen to move around a lot, so you go shopping, you travel, you visit friends and families. You can never be cautious enough, but you can always try. So I checked my temperature. It was 100.9 Fahrenheit. Then I just knew I had tested positive. So I went further to take the test, which was my second time of taking the test because I took it before some time ago as part of a procedure I had to do. So I took it again and it was still the same process. Nasopharyngeal through your nose all the way down to your throat. Very painful. All the 2 times I took it, I had a teardrop. The first time it was through the left nasal orifice because I was driving. It was a drive-through. So the person was on my left. And I had a teardrop as soon as the swab came out. This time around, I still had it on the left. I had a teardrop only for my left eye. The right side was not affected at all. So that's how it is. It's always a painful feeling. I have this sensation traveling all the way to my brain. I hate it. It's awful. I always hate it. But some people think it is not as bad as the throat one, but I haven't done that, so I can't comment much on that one. Let's say 13 hours after, because it was fast track, I had to get the report to get back into work. So it was fast track for an employee. And I got the email that I had tested positive. I checked it online. Then in the morning, I began getting calls from the health department, what to do, what not to do. And I had to follow them. Yeah, so my symptoms span between headache, cough, fever, slight chest pain, sneezing, fatigue. I think fatigue cuts across for most people. Everybody talks about how very, very tired they were. I've had patients who slept 18 hours straight. They couldn't just keep their eyes open. Very, very, very exhausted. You can't wake them up to take their meds. You can't wake them up to do anything. And the feeling is awful. If you've had malaria before, West Africa, the tropics, if you had malaria before, you see that feeling of tiredness, bitter taste in your mouth, you just feel sick. Yes, so just imagine that feeling and multiply it by 10. Yes, that's how it feels like. Your joints, your whole body is just beating as if you were hit by a truck. Even if you're laying down doing nothing, you feel very, very exhausted. You have extreme exhaustion. Yes. So all the symptoms I had varied with days. It began with fever, cough, fatigue, then Some days I had headache, was just frontal headache. Some days I was sneezing all day. I remember that time I was sneezing all day non-stop. I sneezed for 24 hours straight up. Yes. And the chest pain was light, and it's as an effect of you coughing and contracting your muscles and all that stuff. Some had it in various ways. Some people were asymptomatic. Some people also had different symptoms: swollen feet, backache, neck ache, loss of sense and taste and smell and all that. I did not lose that. I was still tasting, so I was able to eat, which was good. I was taking a lot of fruits as well. Let me tell you about hospital management. Basically, what we do for you, we manage it as a flu. We add antivirals, steroids, multivitamins. You do a chest x-ray. We keep an eye on your oxygen level. You can be walkie-talkie, but your oxygen level will drop without you knowing. That is why it's very good to have a pulse oximeter. I had to get one at home to use. This just keeps an eye on how your oxygen level is doing. Yep, so we're going to talk about the home management as well. And proning was one of the big things we're doing back in the hospital. Proning. Proning basically means laying down with your face down and your back facing the ceiling. Yes, we believe it gives your lungs some room to expand. So you lay flat face down this way, then your back facing the ceiling. Your lungs are able to expand and you're able to breathe better. We had chairs, massage chairs, boning chairs that you can sit and hug. You can improvise some at home. Even with this chair that I have here, you can use that as a form of proning. So you just have to turn backwards and hug it. So let's say you're going to turn this way and hug the chair. Yeah. Then you breathe better. As I said, fatigue was one thing that cut across for most people. So rest. A lot of fluids, giving them IV fluids. What you call in local parlance drips. Yeah, give them IV fluids a lot. We encourage you to drink as well. But if you're sleeping, you can't keep an eye open to eat or drink. We just have to give it to you intravenously. So yeah. Home management. Some of us had to do home management because we were told to isolate for 10 days. It used to be 14 days. That was 2 weeks. But now we had to do it for 14 days. Sorry, we had to do it for 10 days. So you basically have to stay home. You don't go anywhere at all. You don't step your foot outside your home while you have contact with people. Obviously, you can walk in your backyard or walk in front of your house or around your house and the back. You actually have to isolate at home. And this is being tracked. Especially if you go out and you have a gadget around on you, you can be tracked. Your phone tells wherever you've been and all that. The radios communicate, you know. So sorry about that. I still have the hoarse voice. I still cough once in a while, but I'm okay. I'm all good. But my voice, yeah, I had voice changes. That reminds me. So isolate at home. You have to mask even in your house. Put your mask on always at home. I know it sounds weird and impossible, but you have to do it. Unless, of course, you live alone and there's no single soul coming in and out of your room or your house. But you have to put your mask on if you live around people in the same house. You have to stay indoors. So imagine you have kids, family around, and you've locked yourself in a room with a mask, and they just pass you your food and you eat. It's depressing and it's heartbreaking to go through that. All you can do is prevent yourself from getting to that stage. Sometimes you do all this, but you're meant to get it. You get it, fine. But you just have to make sure you do whatever you have to do quickly to recover. It's advisable to use disposable stuff, disposable plates and spoons, so that nobody will come and use the cup you just use even without knowing you use them, place it down without washing and all that. So use stuff and dispose them off. I was bleaching all the surfaces and handles and things around. And every day with the symptoms. So you basically manage the symptoms. I had Mucinex for cough and expectoration, so I was taking Mucinex tablets as well. I was taking multivitamins, I was taking vitamin C, I was taking zinc. That is the medical aspect. But I was doing a lot of steaming. Ginger, lime, honey. I do the mixture with warm water, I'll drink it. I was doing saline gargle. You put some salt in water and you just swish your mouth and spit it out. Yes, I know there are funny informations out there. Drink this, drink that. I'm not going to mention anything so that anybody will pick on that and go and act upon it. This is not from an expert level. This is what I did when I had COVID. Yes, and it takes a very long time for it to get out of your system. Yes, so you will still be positive after the 10 days, but the chances of you transmitting it to somebody is less. I can't say impossible, but it's reduced. Yep. So I was drinking a lot of soup, a lot of spicy foods, the ginger lime stuff going on here and there. I had a pulse ox to always monitor my oxygen level, so it tells you your heart rate and your oxygen level. This, I'm told, is very scarce now to buy, especially in Ghana, and it's super expensive too. So you just stick a finger in it. It tells you your oxygen level. Anything above 95% oxygen level saturation is good. Yes, but there are exceptions. If you're already a smoker, you have a history of COPD, we don't mind anything above 90. On a normal day, 88% is fine. But so this pulse just keeps an eye on your oxygen level. As I said, you can be walking, talking, but your O2 level will be dropping, and you need to be on oxygen. We're doing a lot of nebulization as well, a lot of breathing treatments. Almost every patient had breathing treatments going on. So nebulizer, you just nebulize them sometimes 4 days, four times a day, and all that, just to clear your lungs and help you breathe better and get those phlegms, loosen them so that you can cough them up, or we help you suction them if you cannot cough up. Most patients had it bad. They had to be intubated and extubated. Some had to end up having tracheostomy and all that stuff. So the little you can do is just avoid crowded places, wear your mask, wash your hand, dispose of the mask you use. If it's reusable, wash them regularly, iron them and reuse them. Don't share your mask with people. And it goes over the nose. There's a saying, over the nose is how it goes. Some people have it under their chin, forehead, ears, one-sided. It has to cover the orifices. That is your nose and your mouth. It's airborne and it can go droplets, spread by droplet infection. Spread to the droplet means, spread to the droplet means, but it's in the air, so you're going to breathe it in. So if you've covered your nose and you have not covered your mouth, or you've covered your mouth and you have not covered your nose, I don't know what you're doing. You are as equal to not wearing it at all. I did a video and I spoke Ewe, for those who speak Ewe in Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Togo, and I spoke Yoruba too, for those who speak Yoruba along those lines as well. You might as well check out the video. I'm going to leave the link below. Listen to what I had to say in there. Yes, I still have my Yoruba, I still speak it. So COVID-19 is real. Protect yourself, protect your family. There's no need to stigmatize anybody. I'm told the stigmatization is getting bad in most places. There is no need to stigmatize anybody. Nobody decided to bring that upon themselves, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. So I applaud those who have had it and have come to talk about it and have encouraged others. It's not easy in a society we live in. People are so judgmental, but it's not a big deal. Whatever you are sharing is helping, saving a life. It's encouraging somebody who is stuck in some hole thinking that, oh, I am alone, I'm going through this alone. It was when I began sharing my story that I had so many friends around who said, oh, I have it too, I have it too, oh, I had it too, oh, I had it too. My brother had it, my sister had it, my this had it. But until you share yours, they're not going to tell you. So you are not alone in this. The good thing is, more research is being done. We're finding more ways to manage this. So we are gonna be fine. That is one of my favorite sayings. Everybody is gonna be fine. It is all a matter of time. So take care of yourself very well. Eat well. I was taking a lot of oranges, fruits, mandarins. I always had mandarins here with me. I was always taking them. I was drinking juice, homemade juice, smoothies and stuff. Spice them up with ginger and turmeric and cinnamon and all that stuff. So COVID-19 is real. I'm sure if I do the test again, I'll still test positive. The good thing is I'm supposed to have the antibody for at least 90 days immunity. So I'm gonna do an antibody test and see how that goes. Then I'll prepare to get the vaccine. You can take the vaccine even after testing positive. Sorry about that. After testing positive, you can still take the vaccine, but they advise you take it after 90 days if you can, but you can still take it now though. I haven't taken it yet. I'm just taking my time, but I still need to take it because I'm a frontline worker and I'm exposed, and I don't want to go through what I went through the second time because it's awful. Yeah, it made me very exhausted. I lost so much weight already. I don't have much of that weight, so I lost a lot. So COVID-19 is real. Protect yourself, mask up, avoid the crowds, listen to whatever your country is telling you, abide by the laws. It's also a phase that will pass. We've been through rough things and they all come to pass, and we are still here. Share this video, encourage somebody, subscribe to my channel, follow me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Tinder, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, and many more. Bye.